Savannah here for London Fuse, and I'm standing here with Ryan Craven, who you might recognize, Peter Gibson, also, right?
No, that's right.
Also known as Roadsworth. He has a real name. Your mother didn't give you Roadsworth as a name. We're just having a casual conversation. You're here in London for the Art Symposium here at Museum London. Did you want to throw out the first question, Ryan? Because I know you were...
Well, sure. Which of your work do you prefer? The stuff you do, the street art or your public art?
For me, street art isn't necessarily illegal, and I refer to legal work that I do as public art. That's how I make that distinction. There's a lot of purists who say, you know, you're either a street artist or you're not. I just think as an artist or as a person, you don't have to. I think you can be effective, and I think there are, you know, advantages to doing both.
And the second question is, what do you think is more sort of effective as far as whatever motivates you, just engaging public or whatever?
I don't have a preference per se. I mean, there's street art that I'm proud of, and there's public art that I'm proud of. Public art has a place, sanctioned, legal public art. I think it also has a capacity to change, to influence, to transform. It's just sort of done from within the system. Street art, in my case, I think is more powerful, you know, politically speaking. And there's no expectations. It's something you come across in the street without having, you know, as opposed to when you go to a gallery, you come to a gallery with a lot of expectations. You're going to see a particular artist. You're going to, you know, you're going to see art. You see something on the street, you don't. There's that whole. That whole question is, you know, first of all, whether you're actually looking at art, whether what you're seeing is art or not, and you know, what is art anyway, and who did this, and did they get permission? So in that sense, it is more effective, I think, if we're talking about, you know, really, if we're really getting down to the nitty-gritty of the nature of, you know, space and public space and the politics of space. I think street art is more effective than public art. And that's, again, goes back to what I like about street art or public art in general. It's stopping people in their kind of daily grind and their A to B, their autopilot, and just stopping them for a second and having them, you know, notice something or notice, you know, and think about something.
How, obviously it's different, and you talked about this earlier, but how do you experience it, and like how, I mean, as an attempt to change the city, right? That was kind of what motivated you to begin. Do you find it you're more effective now, or you were more effective when you were doing it, you know, underground?
People in general, and particularly Canadians, are way too well behaved and docile. Given, you know, what public space is and who gets to use it, and I mean, I believe in the notion of public space. I believe in laws. I believe in, you know, you know, a shared space. But, you know, if you look out the window, most cities, it doesn't strike me as that the space is shared. It's pretty clear, you know, in a society that supposedly cherishes, you know, the notion of democracy and freedom of expression. It's pretty clear that public visual expression in the public space is really the domain of, you know, advertising or corporations, really, and the government and the state. So to me, you know, doing street art is a way of kind of pointing that out and just pointing out that hypocrisy. You know, there's an unfettered sort of capitalism going on everywhere. It's just, and it's out of control, and it's not helpful, it's not healthy. Take ownership of our space. It's ours, exactly.